Okay, here we go. I've been wanting to make this video for a very long time. The reason I've had so many people ask me, what do you put in your juices? How do you make your juices? How do I get started? How much of this? How much of that? I can totally understand that because when Patty and I first started our juices, we were clueless. We made a lot of mistakes. We made a lot of pretty terrible tasting juices and juices that weren't quite what our bodies needed. So let me share with you what I do to make our vegetable juice every day. And again, this may not be perfect for you, may not be what fits your diet or your needs, but at least it is a good start. You can see what I do, tinker around with it as much as you want, change this, put something else, make it what you need, what you want, but at least here's how we get started. This will give you a good base to start from. And also, I'm making this today thanks to my good friend Carolyn, who happened to instant message me on Facebook, and again, like so many other people, shared with me her desire to lose some weight and to feel better, and I just said, my goodness, that's it. I'm going to have to make the video because too many people are asking me, and I need to get this out there. This is my little contribution to hopefully people's good health. So let me get started. If you have a really good blender, great. You'll be much better off. As you can see, I'm using the classic Osterizer, and this does a fine job. So this will be just fine. We start out with a Magic Bullet, which also did a great job, but it would only make juice for one person. So it was a little more work, but well worth it. So let me show you. This is juice for 2 people. So if you're making it for you and someone else, great. If you're making it for yourself, you probably want to cut this recipe in half. So this is how we start. My main ingredients here, I have kale, parsley, spinach. We like to use 2 sticks of celery for our juice, cut into little pieces, or you can use 1 if it's a big stick. Whatever you call for, and believe it or not, your body, if you listen closely enough, will start to tell you what it needs. Believe it or not, it's true. It happens to us. Sometimes we just walk into the store and something pops up and we say, you know what, I need that in my diet. We grab it and we add it to our juice. So if you start to listen, you'll start to know how much of each item you want to put in and what you might want to add later. We also like to use the cucumber. It's amazingly healthy, and it's also a great detoxifier, as are the rest of these dark green leafy vegetables. These are all great to detoxify your system, which, if you've been on the SAD diet, the standard American diet of food in a box, food in a can, food from the fast food restaurants, you've probably got a lot of toxins in your system, in your cells, so you need to get that out before you can get the good stuff in. There's only going to be room for one or the other. So this is a great way to start. You'll detoxify your cells and then put the good stuff in. Out with the bad, in with the good. So these are all organic. I strongly recommend you try to find organic food. Whole Foods is where we buy ours. You can also go to your local farmers market. Sometimes they will have organic foods. We like to go down to Josh's once in a while, which is all the way in Hollywood. I know it's a long drive for most of you, but it's well worth the drive. He has the most amazing produce that I've been able to find in South Florida. So either way, you want to stick with the organic. You don't want the pesticides, the herbicides. You don't want that genetically modified stuff that they're learning more about every day, how bad it is for your organs, how bad it is for your health. So stick with the organic, you're going to be much better off. Let's get started. I like to start with the kale. It's big, it's leafy. This is about how much I use. It's basically 1 full leaf. You can put a little more, a little less. Kind of break it up, get it into your blender. Get this a little closer. Parsley is easy enough. I like to take the stems off. Not really really necessary. And then with our spinach, kind of crush that down in there. It's all good. Celery. Oops. Okay, and I left the cucumber uncut just so you could see about how much we like to use. This is good for us, and because we're going to blend it, just basically got to get it into a little bit smaller pieces that your blender can deal with. So we'll drop that in there. When we first started juicing, we would put tomatoes just because we like the flavor, and of course it's healthy. Now, if you were to blend this as is, you're not going to get too far. You need some type of liquid base. We like to use the pineapple juice. This is good for our diet, which is eating for your blood type. You can use whatever you like. Some people even put water, coconut water, any type of juice. Gives it a little better flavor, which makes it a little easier to go down. And I know a lot of you folks are going to need that. Once in a while, we'll also throw in a banana. Quarter of an apple, that sweetens it up as well, and it also adds a little nutrition. So again, you're going to want to play with this as much as you want. Take a look here what we're doing. I like to put about a half a glass, and that tends to work out pretty well. Let's see, maybe a little bit more. So we got a lot of good stuff in there today, so we're going to need a little more juice to make this really blend up nice. Okay. Put our cap on so we don't make a mess. Turn it down slow, get this thing going. I think that's about right. Get everything nice and liquefied, make it go down a little easier. Now, doesn't that look amazingly healthy? It is. And I sincerely hope you guys will do this. Stick with it for a while. It'll be well worth it. Even after 1 week, you're going to feel different. After 2 weeks, you're going to feel amazing. And after that, you're never going to give it up because you're going to feel so good. So, this is how we do our juice. Salud. Delicious. To your health.